If I show you this, you'll know exactly what's going on. Last year's decorations out of the box. I'm totally not waiting, and I'm not sorry. And the reason I'm not sorry is we have had the fun sucked out of every aspect of our lives, I think. And I think we have been so heinously let down by this government, who have, in every single way, acted against us, culminating in the Chancellor of the Exchequer lying about the black hole. Now, please like, subscribe and share. Have a festive like. We have a Prime Minister who has repeatedly told us several times that he has full confidence in the Chancellor. I don't want a Prime Minister that has full confidence in a lying Chancellor. I don't. And I don't believe that Keir Starmer did not know that Rachel Reeves had been told there was no black hole months ago. I don't believe that. Of course he knew. Of course he was part of that. He absolutely knew it. And between the two of them, it is my assumption, and I base my assumption on everybody's actions, that they decided just to carry on regardless. Blame the Tories, blame the black hole, and ever was thus. So we've got two people, and it can't just be Reeves and Starmer. It cannot. It cannot just be those two that knew about this. Of course it's not. They all, they're in it together. There is no way. And yet here we are being told by newspapers that Rachel Reeves, through leaked emails, Rachel Reeves knew there was no black hole. Yet Rachel Reeves, Keir Starmer, every single Labour MP, frontbench MP, said, we will take no lectures from you. I do not want lectures from them. And then went on to cite what they said was the economic catastrophe that they inherited. And the opposition, and with the opposition, I don't just talk about the Conservatives, I talk about all the opposition. The opposition were like, it's not true. That is not true. And they would not be drawn. And Keir Starmer gaslit us. He would not answer the question. We know why he wouldn't answer the question, because he probably didn't want to implicate himself, but he has implicated himself. If only by having faith in the Chancellor. Of course he knew. We all knew. This is where it just gets so, for my brain, it gets so muddy. We all knew about the lack of black hole. Yep. We were just repeatedly told this is why we've got to do what we've got to do. And, there is no defence. There's just no defence. And I touched on it in this morning's video, and I will say it again. The implication, the consequence of this lie doesn't get any bigger. Because when we look at how people have responded to not being able to cope with the Labour policies, so I'm talking directly here about the farmers, and I'm talking directly about farmers taking their own lives because they cannot see a way out. And our government told us they had to keep doing this because of the black hole. They told us that they had to raise taxes because of the black hole. They told us they were tough but fair choices. VAT on education, like I've said. Families I don't even need to say it out loud. I don't even need to say what the effect of this is. So what we do need to say is, where are we going to go? Where are we going to go from here? We've got Jeremy Corbyn talking about wanting to unite his party by uniting it for the kind of people that we want to lead. How is that united? How are you uniting for the kind of people you want to lead? Should we not want the best country we can possibly have for everyone in it? It's comments like that that are why we are where we are. He wants to bring the kind of people that they want in their party. I mean, you don't get more divisive, do you? You know as well as I do, it's very rare that I am lost for words. I am lost for words, and I can't stand it. Not that I'm lost for words, but what's happening? So my defiance, because you know me, always have to find something to be positive about. My defiance is the Christmas decorations going up, because we can't afford to go out. We'll enjoy Christmas indoors, and screw you, Rachel Reeves. Screw you, Keir Starmer. I think the public had seen it anyway, hadn't we? We'd seen it, we knew it. We knew what they were doing, we knew how they were doing it, we knew they didn't care, we knew that all they wanted was their own career gains. Rachel Reeves lied to us about a black hole, which means that every single thing that Labour stood for is obsolete. The manifestos are obsolete, it's all obsolete. And we don't have confidence in them. I mean, if ever this was not a vote of no confidence, I don't know what is. I don't know how this is not a general election. I don't know how we're not there. The Chancellor of the Exchequer lied about a black hole that she has been... And the thing is, someone's going to turn around and say, all politicians lie. Yeah, of course they do. Of course they do. But this wasn't just one tiny lie. This was a massive lie that was repeatedly told, and was the foundation and the basis of how they got into power. No more, no less. So this is not just a little lie. This is a massive whopper. This is the kind that you really do need to take accountability for. So they have to go. I cannot see how they can remain. And yeah, I suspect they probably will, because that's the level of corruption we're at in this country. It hurts my head. I think you can see how much it's hurting my head. I think you can see how much this is really, really bothering me, because I can't get out of my head the thought of the pensioners, the kids, the farmers, everyone. I can't get it out of my head. I cannot get out of my head the hardship that people have faced. You know, life is never always easy, is it? But it didn't need to be like this. It really didn't need to be like this. So we won't end on a negative, we'll end on a positive, because that's always best. You will see in a video soon all this green stuff. It goes all around the picture rails. I mean, this I've had since we lived in Hong Kong, and I just collect a bit as and when we go. So it's just that fake garlandy stuff. I mean, no naked flames near it. And I put it all around the picture rails, and it looks awesome. So I shall revert. Oh my God, I'm just going to show you. I've done the baubles. Come and see the baubles. So, oh gosh, you're at the age. Well, I'm at the age where when you kneel down for more than 3 seconds, you can't get up again. So look, I've done over the door to the snug. I've done the stairs. But the bit that I like the most, which my kids will hate because it's coloured. The baubles. And aren't they glorious? Right, back to it. A Christmas fairy's job is never done. Look. Baubles. You can never have enough baubles, can you? I shall see you on the other side of Operation Christmas, because I've got that lot to get through.